From Software's new game released this week. What is this, Kyle? What is it called?
It's called
Déraciné.
Déraciné.
Very beautiful voice.
Which is a word it's an adjective about that means like that you feel like you're displaced, like you're in the wrong place.
Okay, so
Is that how you felt when you played it?
Yes, because you're sort of an invisible fairy is what you're called, but it's not. When you hear fairy, you think like small creature with wings, but it's really this kind of horrific time traveling creature that can suck the life out of people and give it to other things.
Let's say the key word right here. This is a VR game.
It's a VR game from Software, from the Dark Souls, Bloodborne folks.
Did you see Miyazaki's name in the credits?
He was the director.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, that surprised me as
He
well.
was holding interviews at E3 about it. Like, he's super excited about this.
Wow.
You
Is
need
it?
to start paying attention to the games industry.
I didn't know he was literally directing.
But no,
it.
I had to say it because I was like, oh, who directed this? I'm sure Miyazaki will be like,
Yeah.
But he was director, writer.
He had more involvement here than he did Dark Souls 2.
I mean, maybe, yeah, probably.
Okay. More
maybe.
importantly, how is it?
It's okay. I think it's like Tacoma actually.
Tacoma Gone Homa?
Tacoma Gone Homa.
Interesting comparison.
Which
for
I-
Souls game.
Yeah, it's not a Souls
Well, I
game,
know,
but
but
it's
from
from the
some
Souls.
soft-
Yeah, it's not
from
what you would
software.
expect from that developer for sure.
Exactly.
And I think it's the right thing to do with VR because that's something I've always thought about. Like the thing that's fun in VR is like being in an environment and looking around and interacting with things, which is like what you did in like Gone Home and Tacoma. And the reason I reference Tacoma specifically is because you can actually see memories and
okay, that's
hear
cool.
story and stuff like that from memories.
Weird.
Memories from what?
So you're in an orphanage and there's like 5 kids and they're aware of you. They know you exist. They can't see you. What you do is you actually interact with moments frozen in time and you actually jump around in time. So the puzzles it is like an adventure game. So you are like taking objects and giving them to other people in order to complete puzzles. But there's also a time travel element. And the story is good. The dialogue's not great. But the story and like the world that they establish is cool and dark, very dark. Like there's
So
a
these
lot
are
of
creepy kids?
no. The kids are not creepy. It's actually you.
When I think kids.
You are the creepozoid, the fairy, like moving through.
'Cause
Not
you're looking at all their stuff?
well. I mean, kind of. Yeah, it's a very scopophilic game.
Kyle,
but
I have a question.
Yes.
Yes, Jeff
Is
Clark.
there a mirror in this game, and can you see what you look like in the game?
No, but I saw another fairy. But so close.
So you get a
Could you
rough
like
idea.
look down and see like your
you have used move controllers, so you have hands where you're
Okay,
interacting
so
with
they
things.
all
But you
have-
could
Yucky.
they're like kind of see through and orange.
Not what I call yucky.
But it's just okay. I gave it a 7. The
Yeah.
story is cool. The world that they establish is dark and cool. Like the majority of the game takes place inside the orphanage. But there is a series of events where you go outside of it and you get to see the larger world a little
Yeah.
bit. And it kind of fits that sort of From Software, very ambiguous, very dark sort of
Interesting.
mold. And like, so it's not the kind of game that I'd say, oh, if you love Dark Souls, you need to play this.
Right.
But if you're familiar with Dark Souls and you play this, you can see some of that sort of, I hate saying like DNA because we say it all the time.
What if
but-
you're not a Dark Souls fan at all?
I mean, if you're more just into like narrative experiences, like
Yeah, that's
Gone
what I'm
Home,
saying.
I think
No.
you would be into this because it's a cool story.
What if we're not really into narrative experiences?
Then don't-
Or interactive experiences.
Then don't
Or
play this.
experiences.
Probably not horrible.
If you want to experience nothing at all, do not put on a headset and play this game.
This is BS. I like the idea though that like Miyazaki, after taking control from Software and they handed him the keys to the kingdom over there, and he basically said, "Hey, you can make whatever you want." That he wanted to make this little
A
bizarre
dark,
adventure thing.
A dark story about saving orphans from death. So
The master of metaphor. That was just a clip from a larger show called The Game Informer Show. You can find it on iTunes, Google Play, or GameInformer.com. We take the fun opportunities and exclusive information from Game Informer magazine and boil it into a show that airs every Thursday with exclusive cover story information, developer interviews, a lot of fun stuff. So come love games with us.